A little earlier. A whopping 45 seconds. Here we are in bed. Time to get up. Welcome back to the stream. I streamed a little earlier today, but then got called away to take care of some family stuff. So, we're back. I think... I really, honestly have no direction or purpose or anything like that. But I think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do some bunker missions here. I'm going to load up the... Tough decision. I don't know if I want to load up the MSR or if I want to load up the Carrack. The MSR is nicer because I can get in and out, doesn't require a whole lot of... But the Carrack has the medbay, and my luck so far has been getting deaded. So... I'm leaning towards the Carrack, to be honest. Just because I really hate getting deaded. So let's first make sure I've got weapons. I don't have anything on me. I've got my med stuff. I'm gonna put some med pens on. Should have a crypto key around here somewhere. There. Just in case things go wrong. Got all that. Weapons. Do primaries and secondaries. I don't know why I've got all those arc lights. Six. Pop out the attachments here. Let's see, where's my theta? There. And then size 3. That's a size 1. That's a size 2. Let's see. I'm out of laser pointers. And I'm out of 3x. That's a 1x. That's a 1x. Oh dear. Yeah, I got no choice. Better than nothing. What are you? 4x. I think that's a little much. Also don't think it'll fit. No, that's for the rifle. It's the size 2. Ammo? Alright, that's everything. Helmet. We're going into combat. Probably be best to have a slightly better helmet. Not gonna lie, that helmet is nice. Yes, it is. Hangar 4. Which reminds me, I'd put in a ticket on the MSR. Paint. And apparently that's still lost. Oh well. Let's do it from... I don't have to get... Yeah. Could have swore those doors opened.
You are clear to launch.
Do I need the Ursa? Probably.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Raised.
Picked up some hostiles going into SAL-5. Set everything to full shields and just head to SAL-2. I guess somebody spawned a mission there or something. Not my concern, and I'm certainly not in a ship that's capable of fighting them solo, so not the end of the world.
Landing gear deployed. Engines offline.
If they got repair refuel for me. Ah, wow, amazing. Down to the subdeck. Makes no sense to pay any money for a 15-second wait. Not that critical. Get all the mist off my window. Facebook shield there.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the run. System check. Shields power.
Excuse me.
System off.
Engines online.
Alright. Now let's head over to Walla.
Landing gear raised. Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah.
Quantum
let's see. 208. 468. I'm better off just slow boating it. Yeah, how close is that? Let's see, where am I relative to it? Yeah, pretty much same side. Okay. Slowly heading to our mission site. See if it starts targeting me. Waiting to see if the guns spawn in. Don't appear to be. I will admit, this thing's got one hell of a set of headlights.
Landing gear deployed. Engines offline.
Soon there will actually be NPCs up top here. I'll have to navigate through them. Gonna be interesting. No more just driving up to the front door and hopping down the elevator. Oh man. Nope. Not doing this one. Duplicate elevator. Well. Supposedly next patch they figured out what's causing the duplicate elevators. We shall see. Let's get airborne here.
Engines online. Landing gear raised.
Let's see if there's an orbital within view here. There we go. Yeah, no, we're not going to a Comrade. Comrades get grumpy when you pay them a visit.
Quantum drive is now off.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Missions, mercenary. Boarding, clear out site, clear out drugs. Or let's do this one. That SDL, so.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, 20 clicks to SDL. And the beauty of this is if I screw up, all I gotta do is murder everybody in the location in order to get down to the console and clear my crime stat before anybody notices. That's funny. 6 pictures that should change your world. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be kind to animals, be kind to Earth, be kind of weird, and read a book. Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, Steve Irwin, George Attenborough, Weird Al Yankovic, and Jordy LaForge. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Reading Rainbow. Oh, shoot. Not paying attention here. Let's try doing this again without the damn near crash. Really? Why am I getting locked on? Okay, so locked on is normal. There seems to be one. Dirty forces are doing good. Got seven of them down already. I may only have to show up and collect the reward here. Friendly, friendly, friendly. Damn it. Sweet. Only had to kill one. Nothing wrong with that. Loot box. We got fruit, fruit, and fruit. Nothing useful. At least nothing currently. Fruits and veggies. If there's anything in the server room. Knife? I will take. Not wild about the touchstone. Rats. Hey, free water. But it's not. Just window dressing. That is deceased. You know what? Wonder if that's what does it. Hmm. Somebody else got it. Used to be able to use a frickin' med pen in armistice zones, but children took care of that.
Quantum drive is now off.
Ah, crap. You can't find the frickin' marker. Probably because it's right on top of you. Those look larger. Wanna know him wanna come, right? Oops. So apparently he wasn't at Porto, he was at Port Tressler, which does have a med bay, so there's no need for the Carrack. So we're heading back to ArcCorp.
Quantum drive is now on.
What's up, Guru?
Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Staying out of trouble?
Oh yeah.
Sucks, don't it? Man, I am about ready to get bent, to be honest. This is the second time now that somebody's asked for medical aid. Right? The first time I got the Cutlass Red out of the freaking barn. I got, all geared up and ready to go. Had med pens and everything. It was gonna be awesome. And canceled just as I got there, right?
Wow.
Right? And then now somebody, was having problems, and he said now this is important. He said he was at Porto and he had 2% and he couldn't move. Somebody else got there with a med pen and was actually, with my help, able to figure out how to use it, because you can't use the med guns in Armistice, right?
Uh-huh.
I said, but he's still going to need to heal up. And so I was still on my way, and then he went, oh, yeah, he's at Port Tressler, not Port Olisar, so they have med beds here. The friggin' noobs, I tell you, I get no respect.
Did all that for nothing.
Yeah. Sorry, I said, no worries. Next patch, y'all are going to be begging me for me and my Starfarer, and I will take my time. You will pay. In cash. Lots of cash.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, because that Starfare is going to be a moneymaker.
Maybe. I mean, they were talking. I caught the Star Citizen Live where they were talking about it, and they said, yes, they are going to rebalance. They're going to try and not make it as painful as people expect, but they are going to be modifying fuel consumption rates, and so there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, oh wait, I used to be able to jump 3/4 of the way across the system with my little F7, but now I can't even get out of system. Help! Although I don't think it's going to be that bad, but it is going to be... There's going to be some constraints.
Yeah, I haven't streamed in like over a week, so I decided to do something.
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah, I was like, why not?
Hello, Poetry Stream. I hope y'all are having fun. We'll see what kind of trouble we can get poetry into. I mean, what kind of adventures we can have with poetry.
Let's go to prison today.
You want to go to prison? We can go to prison. I can manage that easy. I can manage that without even trying hard. Come on.
Shoot at Hurston Security.
Oh. If you want to take the easy way. Jeez. You can go take a bunker mission and just murder everybody.
Right.
Oh, where am I going? I am not going to be putting this thing on a freaking small pad. I'm in the Carrack right now. And here I am heading towards the small pads on Bajini thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to park on one. No.
Have you been doing any more ERTs?
I have not.
No.
I have not. I did that one last night that, Dustin and... Was it Dustin or was it Garrett? Might have been Garrett.
Oh yeah, Garrett, yeah.
Helped me with. So I have my ERT cert. I haven't done anything with it yet. Why, you want to ride Gunner on one of mine?
Yeah, we can get to it eventually. I'm gonna try to get one mining run in.
Okay.
Need some money.
Money. I believe it was the great bard James of the Brown that said, the best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I need money. That's what. Sorry. No, not buying it. Not a bad.
How's the server been acting
Um,
that you've been on?
the server has been fine. The average brightness level has been pretty low.
Yeah.
I'm
And that
sorry.
all with the medical assistant, that all happened in this server?
Well, the latest one happened on this server. The other one happened earlier when I was streaming. I was
Oh, okay.
I was so not happy. I mean, I got the Cutlass Red out. I had the lights on and everything. I mean, I could have hang my head out the window and gone wee oo, and it would just have made it so much more fun. But no. As soon as I get there, somebody else picked him up. Fine, fine,
Jeez.
fine. I'm fine. I'm not fine, but I'll cover it up with, bad jokes and James Brown impressions.
He didn't want to get picked up the right way.
No, I mean, the other guy picked him up in a Cuddy Black. I had a Cuddy
Oh,
Red. I had a Med Bay. I had a freaking tractor beam and a Med gun. I mean, he was going to get grade A service, and I was going to take him to whatever station he wanted. But no, he climbed into the back of a Cuddy Black, didn't know enough to sit down. The guy took off. He got another injury. just,
ungrateful.
only disrespectful.
Well, one day people will play the game for what it's supposed to be. You know.
In time, when more, I think because of the duration and the genre and a bunch of other things, we have a certain slice of a demographic, which unfortunately has lended itself to a mindset that can be toxic.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as we get more mainstream players in, people that aren't willing to put up with the whole beta testing, troubleshooting, bugs, the more casual players, yeah, yeah, the more casual players, the ones that really don't want to get messed with, that are here for the fun of the game and the adventure of living in the verse and everything else. I think we'll get a more balanced population as far as responses to certain criteria. I think right
Yeah.
now we've got a bunch of polarizing extremes and a bunch of toxic asshats. So that kind of tempers our responses to not only ourselves but to each other in regards to gameplay.
Yeah.
All right, if you'll excuse me, I am going to take a moment to hydrate and I'm back.
Got a good start, good quant start, man.
Oh yeah?
Found a 8300 mass rock with
Wow.
30% quant.
Nice.
Ended up cracking it.
Good deal.
So filled up the prospector.
Now, was that
Went over.
planetary or was that Halo ring?
Oh, planetary, Lyria.
Wow.
Yeah. As soon as I got in, I flew maybe like less than a minute, and then a little cluster popped up. So, what a start. That's a dream for the mole,
Yeah, it is.
you know?
Quant. 8,300 mass
Yeah. 30% quant.
at 30%.
That's
That
insane.
is refined. That is a 500,000 credit rock.
Yeah, man.
But it's got 49 SCU, almost 50 SCU of Quantanium.
Crazy.
So you'll have to be very picky. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you'll pick up a bunch of junk.
Oh, yeah. I got all the ones that said 100%.
Good.
Yeah.
So you're full.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get it all.
Yeah.
You had to leave probably about 20 SCU worth of stuff, so.
Yeah. I'm surprised I cracked it. That was the biggest rock I cracked.
A couple of stampedes and or a couple of surges and a stampede. I can see you doing it.
Yeah. It was just, because with those surges, you have to know at what level to do another surge.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you overcharge with the stampede,
Yep.
yeah, it's over with.
That's why you have a lifeline.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, granted, you have to, take up a filter spot and put a lifeline in, but that lifeline eliminates like 90% of the overcharge and 200% of the explosive damage.
Yeah, yeah. That was a good run. That was a good run. I've had a lot of bad runs, man, where you don't find a good rock until like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You just ready to give up.
Oh, I've gone hours without finding good rocks. I mean, there were some patches where there were no good rocks.
Oh, jeez.
So, trying to decide what to do. I'm debating whether or not I should go back to that bunker mission that double elevated on me. See if maybe returning to it spawns properly.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It won't, but I mean, I still.
Just to see, right?
Yeah. I mean, because it's still sitting in my accepted. So if I abandon it, I'm going to take the reputation hit. Oh, well, let's see what's in Bounty Hunter here. We got a player. Thick Twilight. He's got a 25,000 credit bounty.
These people with their names. Big Twilight. What did you do?
I don't know. Only a 25,000, so that leads me to think he's like a CS3.
Yeah. What are the CS5s? What the pay go for that?
I think 35,000. I think it's 25,000 for a CS3, 30,000 for a CS4, and 35,000 for a CS5.
So that's the big money.
Eh.
That's when they did some lot of murdering.
Yeah. Well, it's like I went down to SPL for a defend the site mission, and I figured, that's about the safest I can get, because if I screw up and kill one of the guards, I just have to kill the rest of them, walk down, clear my crime stat. I don't even have to leave the complex. the hell, you know?
Yeah.
Should I try an ERT alone? Yeah, I'm gonna try an ERT. What the heck? What's the worst that can happen? I blow up in a raging fireball? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, go boom.
I go boom.
I mean, that's the worst that can happen anytime when you're in the game,
Yep.
you know?
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Alright, so let's see. Where's my... Of course, it's in the frickin' hangar directly above me. And I don't have anything turned into propulsion. I am definitely not taking the Sentinel. Because I am not good enough in it yet, and last night was a freaking disaster.
Hey, well, it was worse for Garrett. He ran into the planet, so...
Yeah, I saw that.
Deployed.
That happened to me before, too.
That's my biggest
You know?
my biggest failing when I'm doing night missions like that is I lose either track of the horizon or I lose track of my altitude. That's why every now and then I'll break off and do a ping just to make sure that I'm reoriented.
Yeah, you have to. That's the only way. You have to do the little scan.
Yeah.
That's the only way. And
No.
sometimes if you're fighting on the moon, you have to be real careful because you can thrust her up all you want, but you're going down.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What I usually do in that situation is I'll break off, I'll point straight up, and I'll hit afterburners. That actually works.
I got you.
Yeah. If your attitudinal thrusters aren't giving you the love you need, just point up and tap the afterburners.
You're in Hurston? Where are you at?
Nah, I'm at Area 18.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you gonna close the doors? You gonna acknowledge that I've parked? No, of course not.
Oh, you just parked in the hangar?
Well, I just got clearance and I parked in the hangar, and of course, it's not acknowledging that I parked because they're being turds. All right, well,
All systems offline.
oh, I got to do the run up to the ASOP terminal, store the vehicle, run back down to the ship, lift it off 2 feet, and then all of a sudden then it says, oh, okay, you really want to store it, and then stores it and clears it down to the hangar. Otherwise, I get a, we've canceled your landing clearance, and now you're blocking a freaking active flight bay, even though you won't see that I'm parked in it, and then, yeah. Just, yeah. Come on, open up. I did
like
find
those Rattler missiles, man.
Yeah. I did find the easiest way to get out of the ship, though. The Carrack. There's
the
a
airlock, right?
Yeah, that airlock door thing works real nice. Because then I don't have to deal with the big ramp and worry about people running up it or wait for it to get fully down before I can pull it back up again and hop out the side airlock. The doors automatically close behind me, so even if I'm on a moon or something, nobody can use their ship to get up to that point and get into the ship, so I like it.
Very nice. Oh yeah, I'll be right back, man.
Okay. Oh, it actually stored. What a concept. You know that weapons on backpacks might blow up ships if you're walking up the ramp, right?
Alrighty.
I just saw somebody leave the ASOP terminal with a backpack on with weapons on it. I just tried to tell them that they might blow up the ship.
Oh, that's like a terrible bug that's going
Isn't
on,
it?
right?
Isn't it? Yeah. Supposedly, looking at the 3.17 patch notes, that they're addressing that issue.
Mm. Yeah, they need to. That is extremely broken.
There's broken, and then there's what the fuck? Alright, let's get into my flight suit here. Because if I'm going to go do an ERT, there's a better than even chance that I'm going to end up fish food.
Mm.
And I'd really rather not lose my weapons and, you know. Things like that. I mean, yes, I know I can get them back by resetting my account, but I'd rather not do that. Oh. I was going to get something to eat, drink, and I went and put a helmet on, like a dumbass.
They should just come out with the helmets to where,
You can open them?
well, like, whenever you put a drink up to your face, like, I don't know, the game's already futuristic. They should have, like, to where, like, the front of your helmet kind of goes away. I don't know.
There are some helmets that will open. They actually had addressed that a couple of patches ago, working on that animation.
Oh, okay, nice.
I'm really concerned that the Pips A20 can only be drunk if I break my wrist and fold it over backwards into my face. That's only moderately concerning.
Trying to wait for all my bounty hunter missions to spawn in since I just got to Hurston.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it takes a little bit. See where I'm at on there. Oh, I'm like at the end of the senior guild member.
Are you?
Like one more bounty, yeah.
One more until it's full?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, hopefully it's one more. Let's see. I'm gonna do this HRT. That should end it. Accept that.
You know, I'm going to be smart. I'm actually going to look at the Harbinger's build out right now before I summon the ship, get there, and realize that it is missing half its weapons or missiles or blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. No freaking missiles. I would have gotten out there and had to stow it and then had to come back in here. And so I think this is going to become part of my routine. Before I summon the ship, I go into the vehicle loadout manager and actually make sure that it has all of its pieces. What do you think?
I hate how my it makes sense because I hate how my Sentinel, I'm missing my nose gun.
All right. Well, we discussed that. It fell off or got tore off, and that you actually have to replace.
Man.
If it's not in your inventory anywhere under knickknacks, then yeah, you lost it in combat. Too bad, so sad. Buy another one. I recommend the Dominator. Or, not the Dominator. That's the missile. I recommend the Deadbolt 5. But that's just me.
Oh, for the nose?
Yep.
That's the, what's the deadbolt? That's the laser?
No, that's the ballistic cannon.
Oh.
I
How
like
many
it.
rounds you get with that?
70.
Hmm. But it hits like a truck, though.
Oh, it hits like a freaking freight train. You know, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go with the Strike Force. Their profile. I mean, yeah, their cross section.
I gotta take some. Ever since I got the Banu, now I gotta take screenshots of this. I need some more wallpaper. I mean, the game's already beautiful, so I have a lot of screenshots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because by default it comes with the ignites, which are not bad, but they're infrared.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking the Strike Force, which are cross-section, yes, they'll have a slightly longer spool-up time, but might, in this case, with dealing with something that's got a significant amount of countermeasures, it might, since they're a little more difficult to block countermeasure-wise, see how they do. And we've already discussed that the worst possibility that can happen is I could blow up, so I'm okay with that.
I finished it.
Congrats.
I graduated.
Awesome.
So-
Now you get a certificate for your VHRTs.
Yeah. So what should pop up now? VHRTs, right?
Well, you'll have a pro-tem contract to get your certification, and then you'll start getting the VHRTs.
Where?
In
Yeah. I guess it takes a little bit of time for it to pop up.
Well, did you just fill the?
Yeah, I just did.
Then you got to do one more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
It
you filled.
says- Yeah, I see. Oh wait. Oh, okay. It just popped up. It says but I gotta go to it. It just popped up, but I couldn't see it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Advanced Tracker License Certification.
Yep.
Okay. So $10,000 fee.
Yeah, they make you pay. Hell, that ERT one we did last night cost me 25 grand.
Really?
Yep.
How much money did you get for that?
Nothing. I had to pay for the privilege.
Well, look at it this way. Now those ERTs are paying big bucks.
They pay 25 grand.
Well, the group ERTs.
I haven't gotten any group ERTs.
Oh, I got one. That's weird.
I don't have any of the group missions. I don't know why.
Yeah, I got the group one here in Hurston. Says it's paying 87K plus bonuses.
Nice. I don't know why I don't have the group missions, but
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, that's weird.
maybe because I'm not at Hurston, because I'm at Microtech. Maybe I need to start running them at Hurston.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. One crisis at a time. That's my version of crisis management. I need to put some better coolers on this. I've started noticing as I get more aggressive missions that my guns are overheating.
What ship again?
The Harbinger.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I got 3 Semistars, 16 Strike Forces. I I have a vector to my mission? Well, at least it's at frickin'... It's in the ArcCorp system. The ERT cert mission was at frickin' Hurston for some stupid reason.
Landing gear rejected.
I can't even see this guy.
Do what?
Oh no, they had a Gladius next to me and it wouldn't
Thank you.
even
And please visit
target
again.
lock for me.
Ah.
I fixed it. I was like, I know he's not stealth.
Yeah, it's funny. I did a bunker clear at SPL, Security Post Lyria, and there was a little Razor EX that was parked about 4 clicks away, trying to look all stealthy and shit. I was like, dude, seriously? Okay, so somebody's trying to go clear their crime stat, and they're waiting for me to leave. So I called them out in chat. I'm like, okay, which one of you two is this? Is this Thick whatever or Fox Tracks? And nobody said anything. But I'm sure they were waiting for me to leave. I wonder if they appreciated the pile of bodies that I left on the elevator for them to strip.
I'm telling you, man, eventually those missions are going to be like pretty damn hard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're going to have people waiting on the surface. We're going to have people manning those machine guns. It's not going to be one of those fly up, land right in front, run in, pew pew pew, run back out, take off. You're actually going to have to plan that out. You're going to have, you know, tactics and resources and...
Right. It's going to be hard, man. It's
Yeah.
going to, you know, once they fix the AI.
Yeah. Well, they're working on it.
Yeah.
That's the funny part. Everything that we go through as far as, you know, pathing and the AI, like what they did with, I think we're on like AI 2.0, where they actually use the loot boxes to rearm, to resupply themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
All right. Do we have ads?
Alrighty. Now I have VHRTs. Ooh. Group VHRT, 61K plus bonuses.
Nice.
Let's get it. Love to see it, man. Alright, let's see. If I die, you know what happened. I'm in the Danu too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. I like flying it, man. It's fun. I like
That's
the
it.
noises.
Nah, it's a good ship. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I like the growl noises it makes, man.
Send a couple of missiles off to keep him entertained. Yeah, there you are. Come here. Oh, that's a Valkyrie too. Damn it.
I hate fighting those. I'd rather fight the hurricanes than that. I'm actually excited for whenever they implement where you can hire NPCs to crew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually excited for that. You know, actually make your ship alive. Yeah, especially if you don't have all your friends online
Mm-hmm.
and all that. You can still enjoy what the game is and what your ship can do to this full capacity. Even though it is NPCs taking over like the engineering quarters or whatever.
Well, what I like about it is that with the Endeavor, it'll have the capacity to manipulate those modules and make them better. Oh, I am so getting away from that freaking hammerhead. Yeah, no.
So I got a Warden and 2 Valkyries. Okay, this should be fun. I'm gonna kill the Valkyrie first. I'm not really worried about that Warden.
I got a Valkyrie, a hammerhead, a Warden, and something else.
Uh-oh. That's a 25K one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be doing bounties like this, man. I wanna get that Harbinger pretty quick in game. Oh, And a hurricane. Ah. Okay. This is gonna be it's gonna be tricky. Oh, my game froze.
Oh no.
Oh. That sucks.
Shields under fire.
I know the shields are under fire because I'm trying to deal with the freaking hurricane and not get tore up by the gosh darn hammerhead there. Hammerhead is like on my ass. Let's get a little separation here. Decouple. Here, let's send a couple of freaking size 5 back the French off warnings here.
Yeah, my game froze, so
That's not good.
Didn't want me to be great.
Ammo low. Ammo depleted.
Come on. Kill him. Freaking hurricane is taking forever to die.
Yeah, they need to fix that, man. They need to fix it, honestly. That's a broken ship. We're a heavy fighter.
I mean, I'm keeping them suppressed with the distortions, but freaking go boom.
I died? I respawned in game in a hospital gown.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh. Still have my bound. I still have my contract though. I
Yeah.
don't know what happened to the game.
Oh, man. No, you should not be shooting at me. You should be dying. Violently and repeatedly.
Hey, what's going on, Brandon? Yeah, it does take time to load in. I actually had a crash in the middle of a bounty, and apparently I died. So,
Oh, freaking time. Jiminy Christmas.
for that hurricane.
Yeah. I mean, I had suppressed him completely with the freaking distortions. I had hit him, I don't know how many times with the deadbolt. He was spinning out of control. He bounced off the planet and still didn't die. Not cool.
The ship is broke. Hey, but it's funny because whenever the hammerhead hit planet side, it actually blew up.
Yeah, well, sometimes. I've actually had them sit upside down on the surface, still firing,
Uh-huh.
and I just pick them apart. But still, that sucks.
Missile locked.
Yeah. I had to claim my Banu because it said it was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Missile locked.
Man, I was about to get into a good fight too. It was like, nope, not today. Yeah.
Missile locked. Shields under fire.
Well,
Yeah.
look at it this way. At least I get my Banu back with all my missiles.
Maybe.
Right.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Who dat?
Hello.
Hey, Gary. How you doing?
All right.
What's going on, Garrett?
About 2 hours after you and I quit talking last night, I had to go to work.
Oh no. That stinks. What happened?
Unit broke down, I had to go fix.
Oh jeez. I mean, it's nice to be wanted, but at the same time, a little bit of restraint, please.
That's not like I can control it.
I know, but still.
What are you guys doing?
Not too terrible. I'm trying to piss off a freaking hammerhead.
Working?
Oh, for the most part. There's just a little bit of server desync going on here.
So I didn't
Yeah.
get my missiles.
Oh, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm missing two.
Well, you know, I've taken to just before I pull my ship out of the ASAP terminal, I just check it in the vehicle loadout just to make sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully this time the game doesn't crash. And it says that I died. So. We'll see.
You know, from your lips to God's ears.
Oh. Bob's online. What's he doing, you know?
I do not.
Are you streaming, sir?
I are.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I should have made that apparent early. So is
I will,
Aaron.
attempt to keep my comments to myself then.
That's right. You better watch your fucking mouth because we have like serious fucking strict rules about fucking goddamn swearing and shit. Oh.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I'll tell you, the trick to the hammerhead is just to keep frickin' moving. Because those turrets do not track worth a damn.
Hydrogen fuel. 75%.
So the screenshot Saturday on Star Citizen is mining captures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm. Mining captures, huh?
Yep. Far away. There.
With this having to go into your vehicle manager to re-equip your missiles,
Hmm?
having to go into the vehicle manager to re-equip your missiles,
Yeah.
how do you buy them?
You buy them like you would normally buy them.
On the landing pad through the
Well, like through
Vehicle maintenance
center
service?
mass. I mean, once you reload them, you should they should just show up.
That's what I mean. So you're saying that I used like 5 missiles last night.
Okay.
I have to go in the vehicle manager to reload them?
Not necessarily. Only if they get like disconnected from your ship. I mean, normally if the loadout stays attached to your ship, then all you got to do is land and restock. If the equipage gets detached from your ship, then you have to go into the vehicle maintenance app, re-equip them, and then there's a 50% chance that they'll just reload, and then oh, ow, 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 ow. Damn, he's tagging that wing. He is seriously beating up that wing.
Sometimes I've had luck also just claiming the ship like at another station.
Well, it looked like they were all loaded. That's why I was like, why? I've never had to do that once, so I don't understand why people have problems with it.
Yeah.
I guess
like,
I've been lucky.
Yeah, like my Banu apparently got destroyed, and when I claimed it, I was still missing 2 rattlers. So I don't know.
Missile rack.
Got him.
The hammerhead?
Yep. Oh my god, my shoulder hurts. Ow, ow, ow. Just kept dancing around him and let the distortions and the GVSRs do their work, and eventually he fall down and go boom.
You used all your torps?
Well, I used 2 of them hit. One of them he shot down. The smaller missiles I used on a couple of the ads, like the Valkyrie and the Hurricane, and then I used the rest of them on him. Some hit, some didn't. He did a real good job with countermeasures. A lot of flares on that thing. I think I need to go back to cross-section missiles for the size 5s. I don't know. Because I know that the EMs have a hard time hitting them, especially when I'm hitting them with distortion cannons. Because his EM signature gets shut down pretty much.
How many decoys does Hammerheads have? Still 48 or more?
I think it's 48 decoys and 5 noise or something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be, for some reason, I thought it would be more with it being a ship that size.
It may be that it has like 2 banks, and it maybe like the C2 where it's got banks of more, but
yeah.
because I did see him popping off flares, and they did appear to be symmetrical. So, good question. Might have to go buy one and see. No.
Nowhere near the amount of money for that.
I'm about halfway there, but that ain't gonna happen. I have no use for the ship. There's no sense in buying a ship that 90% of the time is going to be sitting in your hangar.
I'm thinking about melting the one that I have for something else.
I would melt it for something that you'll actually use.
The guns, well, yeah, the guns that come on it are, yeah.
You're better off.
They switched everything to lasers.
Right. Yeah, the garbage can of doom is more effective. The garbage truck of doom.
Yeah. The hell? Why does my wildfire never save its weapons? Fuck, that pisses me off.
Yeah. I know I had a big problem with the which was it? I think it was the Warden. Because if I replaced the nose gun, it would never keep the frickin' weapon loadout. I go back to the original nose gun that it came with, worked fine. Would accept all sorts of changes, but something about changing out that nose gun to not a ballistic weapon fucks up the vehicle loadout.
Yeah, and the gun that I had bought to put on there doesn't even exist. It's not even in my inventory. What the fuck?
Well, Aaron had that problem. His got ripped off in combat somewhere. He's got to go buy another M7.
Yeah,
I didn't get ripped off. So when I logged in, what was it, a week ago? I had a character had my character reset for some reason.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Yeah, and I posted on the council about it, and I said something in the concierge forum, see if anybody else did, and I got the normal toxic bullshit. Well, you shouldn't have requested a character reset if you didn't want one. You're not listening. I didn't get one, you fucking morons.
I love the presumptive frickin' sauce that they throw all over the place. Well, if you didn't want a character reset, why'd you want? I didn't ask for one.
That's from players. That's not from CIG.
No. That's what I'm saying. From players, the supposed helpful comments that are just presumptive insults.
Yeah, well, I'll have to figure that out anyway. Mama's coming home and she wants to go eat, so.
Ah.
I will talk to you, bitches, and your followers later.
Bitches?
All right.
I got your bitches hanging.
Yeah, that's what your wife said too.
Well, I got 3 kids, so we know my shit works.
I've got children as well.
Yeah. What's the visitation at the asylum for them?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, blow me.
For a fee.
Okay, what ship do you want?
That used to be the joke on the ship. We'd be like, "Would you give somebody a blowjob for $1 million?" Yeah, but I promise you that he's not going to talk about it because it only costs $5,000 for a hit. So, sure, cash up front. Don't expect to live out the weekend because you damn sure ain't telling anybody about it. Oh, seriously? Geez, let the frickin' station cannons take care of it. Yeah, somebody went boom, and it weren't me. There's a certain amount of pride that I have about taking out my first ERT alone. I'm kind of happy about that.
100%.
Granted, I'm going to have to go through physical therapy for my shoulder. Oh, ow.
Man, I'm so glad I'm done with yard work for now. I was out there for about three hours earlier.
Systems
Yeah.
offline.
Laid fertilizer, watered it in different sections, and next time it's probably working on the flower beds.
Oh, as usual, the Bajini frickin' weapons loaders just threw the missiles into the cabin. How about putting them in the launcher, you assholes?
Well, this VHRT is going a lot smoother. No hiccups, no stutters, so I don't know what happened.
Well, they did say that they were addressing part of what players call server desync, and it's actually in order to buy themselves a little bit of overhead in the code, the positioning code for PvP or PvE battling. I guess air-to-air combat is probably the better way. They use some presumptive trajectories where they would calculate the intended arc, and that would be what your local client would draw for you.
Okay.
And then when it came to registering hits, it had to verify the position of your target with the hits, and there was a disconnect between the presumptive target arc and the actual target arc, especially in PvP, because players are less predictable than the NPC AI. So it was easier to project what the NPC AI was going to do as opposed to what players. And so what happens is when your hit information gets sent to the server and requested confirmation, the server goes, yeah, well, no, half a second ago the guy did a left-hand turn instead of a right, so no, you missed. And then it would update the new player position data with their presumptive course, and that's why PvP was so jerky, because of the time frame that it would take for it to update the positional information. So what they've said was, in order to eliminate some of that, they're going to go more for accuracy than smooth. So there may be more jumping, more jerkiness to combat arcs and that, but they will be more accurate.
Ah.
That makes sense? That was an awfully long-winded explanation, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a lot.
But what's funny is, having done a little bit of netcode and stuff, I understood exactly what they were talking about. I mean, it was like, oh, so instead of transmitting information from the client to the server, and then from the server to the participant client, like if you got 2 people that are PvP or everybody that's PvPing every half a second, you bought yourself a little time by doing position updates every 2 seconds, and you have we expect that they're going to fly along this path over the next 2 seconds. So that's what they sent to your client, and your client draws the enemy going that path, and then you shoot them, and you send that shoot information back to the server. It says, I shot here at this angle, this velocity, this should be the hit marker. And the server goes, yeah, except he deviated from our predicted path. He's actually over here. So now they're going to changed their time slice to update every, like, I don't know what the actual time slice window is, but now instead of updating every 2 seconds, because that gives them a little more overhead for other code and stuff, they're going to update every second, which is going to still be somewhat predictive, but instead of smoothing out the projected course, they're going to adhere to it as it updates. So it's going to be a little jerkier, but it will actually be where they are when they will actually be where they are supposed to be when your ammo hits them. Zoo. I think I strained a tongue muscle or something.
Uh-oh.
So funny. Took the bearded dragon shopping today. And
he said he got in trouble.
He tried to jump off of my shoulder onto the conveyor belt.
Oh no.
I'm like, dude, you can't go that way. And then the lady behind me noticed, finally, that I had a bearded dragon, and she's like, oh my god, what is that? It's a bearded dragon. And what was really kind of funny was the ladies that work in the deli, they're predominantly Albanian, so their English skills are not great. And one of them was really excited to see the dragon. You know, she hadn't seen, so she came out around from behind the deli to look at him and talk to him. And she said, my English is, what is? I said, he's called a bearded dragon, and I called up Google, and I translated it into Albanian. I know they speak Albanian because I talked to the other girls, so I know a few phrases. And in Albanian, it's Drago mi mjërke. And I showed her that, Drago mi mjërke. And I showed her that, she's like, bearded dragon. Oh, Drago mi mjërke. Oh, and she was very happy. I mean, it made her day, which made it all worth it. You know, just enlightening people that they're not dangerous, terrible, nasty, grumpy creatures, and they're, you know.
Right. What's your dragon's name?
Galaderos.
Galaderos.
Galaderos. That's actually it's really funny. He's a in Forgotten Realms in D&D, it's actually a character. If you look at the wiki, Galaderos was a mature adult male copper dragon who lived in the Purple Rocks and acted as the patron of the all-female adventuring group called the Galadrin Company. So, I mean, yeah, my bearded dragon is orange with brown and gold, and so he looks very much like a copper dragon, and he has all the attitude of a large dragon, so the name fit.
That's pretty cool.
The name fit.
Does he bite like strangers and stuff?
Nope.
No?
He's super chill. He is super chill. He's not aggressive at all. He's also still a youngster. He's like less than a year old. And he's putting on some good weight. He had a rough start. He had gotten into a fight with another dragon and had an infection on his foot that caused a couple of his toes to have to be amputated.
Oh man!
And because of the healing time, he was not allowed to be put back into the regular population of dragons to be sold at the store. So he was kind of in the back room, kind of alone, and when they tried to reintroduce him, he was very aggressive, and he was also outside of that size that they consider them to be marketable. So my son was given the permission to adopt him out, and he asked me if he told me the backstory. He said he may have some medical issues that still need to be addressed, and we can't introduce him back into population, and he's too big to really be sold. Do you want him? I said, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bring him here. I mean, our family is all about rescues. All about rescues. You know, Yancey's snake is a rescue. A couple of my adoptive daughters are rescues. We're all about helping people get back on their feet and find their life, and so he fits
That's
right
awesome,
in.
man.
He fits right in. Well, I've told you about some of my rescue cases, haven't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's I'm here to help. I'm here to help in any way that I can, and if that means opening my house to somebody who's got nowhere left to go, nowhere to turn, then I open my house, you know? I'm not going to say that every time I've done it it's ended perfectly, because it hasn't. But I still do it. I do what the universe tells me to do. Somebody
Well,
asked me.
it always feels good to do the right thing.
It does. Somebody asked me why I call it the universe instead of God, and I said, I appreciate that there's an intelligence to the universe. I appreciate that there's, guidance and goodness, but God is just a title. It's a name, and it comes with a lot of baggage, because it's assumed that if you use that particular word to describe it, then you must be a practitioner of that particular religion, or one of a subset of religions that's the terming. Okay. So I will just address it as the universe, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I remember reading, this was a long time ago, somebody had asked a professor, a theological professor, very well respected and everything else, why God created atheists. That's an interesting question, isn't it? Why does God permit atheists to exist? And the professor's response was amazingly insightful and not disrespectful to the religion. He said, look, a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim or somebody who does good things because they are guided by their religion and told by the representatives of God that these are the right things to do, does it because that's what they're told to do. An atheist who does good things does it because in their heart they know it's the right thing to do. So that technically makes an atheist closer to God, because they don't need to be told to do good things. They know that it's the good thing, the right thing to do, and they do it naturally. So, and he says, bad people, good people, they all do bad things all the time. So there's no real justification or excuse for how religious affects people who do bad things, because they do bad things. But I love his description of how God allows atheists to exist because they are people who know what the right thing to do is without having to be told.
Yeah.
Well, some people find that a little difficult to accept, but there are many different colors in this rainbow. All right, what to do? I don't know if I have the physical capacity to do another ERT. Oh, that tore my shoulder up. Just trying to stay, balancing the throttle and moving my hat switch to keep strafing to the right or to the left, depending on the, man.
With the joystick.
Yeah, it's a lot of work trying to hold that constant position, that constant trajectory.
Yeah.
And then make minor adjustments in order to compensate for what the hammerhead's doing. I don't think I can take out the hammerhead with the Eclipse Solo, because I have the ads to deal with, and I've only got 3 size 9s. Let's see what else I've got in the... I know the Gladius isn't... The Reclaimer isn't good with the frickin' without a crew. Same with the Redeemer. I haven't gotten the hang of the Sentinel yet, and I'm still really super nervous about getting that close to the damn Hammerhead. Ares? Or Anvil Arrow? No.
Paper plate.
Yeah. Carrick? No. Banu Defender versus a Hammerhead? That would be short-lived.
Mm-hmm.
The Mercury Star Runner is not a combatant ship, nor is the C2. The Buccaneer.
Oh my God, this hurricane just bounced off the planet's surface and he made his way back up the atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah. Fair and balanced, right? Combat is fair and balanced.
God, yeah, let me bounce off of it real quick. End up in a hospital gown.
Yeah. Let's see. Prospector. The Tana. No, that's a light fighter. Aquila. The Scythe. The Scythe is a medium fighter, but it's... I don't think it's got the horsepower to get through the Hammerhead's shields. I definitely need to look at the coolers that I'm running for the Harbinger. Because right now I've got permafrosts in it. Which are nice. Are those stock? No, maybe. 5.6, 12.5 power request time, 10 power to EM, 15 temp to IR, and 1800 HP. So, the Avalanches have slightly more cooling rate. Power request time is the same. Yeah. The problem is if I go with like the Snowpack, which is industrial, massive cooling rate. Holy crap, it's like 3 million units more. Has a power request time of 10, a power to EM time, and a temp to IR of... Well, those look all the same. Yeah, they've homogenized those, so those aren't in consideration anymore. So it's got massive cooling and a quicker power request time, but less HP, so it won't take as much damage in a fight. I'm wondering if that will help with the overheating of the guns. Really need to figure out a way to get more power to the weapons, but power doesn't seem to be quite working the same way. What shields do I have in here? I've got the Kozanes. I should change those, which are civilian grade B. Might need to up those. Let's see.
Oh, ship components, man. They cost a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Kozanes have got 16,005. Wonder if I have any FR-76s floating around.
I need to remember I'm fighting on the moon, not planetside. Let's not do that again. Why can't the Banu use size 4, please? So I can equip the 5.57s.
Oh, quit whining.
I know. I'm gonna die here. Yep.
If I put the FR-76s on there, give me a little boost. And and turbo drives. Wow, those are terrible. Military grade C, 9375, 1125 request time. So I want something with a super smaller power request time. Military grade A. Wow. 10,625 power, 2100 HP. 10-second power request time. So what happens if I put two JS400s on there?
What is that? The shield gens?
No, the power plants. Trying to see if I can't do something to improve my regen time. Okay, so with my typical power triangle here, regen pool size 10,000. Really doesn't affect anything there. It doesn't change anything there. Yeah, I'll try it. Pop down to area 18. Go to, is that dumpers or center mass? Probably dumpers. Yeah, dumpers. That's okay. I've got 100 grand in my pocket that's not doing anything, right? Not the way that works? I didn't need that money anyway. I probably would have just given it away to somebody.
Yeah, like me.
Like you. Like whoever needs it. As long as I have enough money to do what I want to do when I want to do it, then anything else is fair game for me giving it away to somebody who needs it. You know? I don't want people to struggle in this game. I don't want them to get a bad impression of it because they don't understand a money loop, or they don't understand a particular, gaming loop or something like that, and they've made mistakes based on bad information or just suppositions from other games, and now they find themselves where they can't refuel their ship, or they can't,
This game for new people is extremely it's overwhelming because at least with other MMOs, they teach you how to do things.
Well, that they haven't put any effort into a new player experience deliberately because they haven't figured out what the whole experience is yet. It wouldn't make any sense to make tutorials.
Right.
They let the community take care of that with YouTube videos and streamers and in-game, mentors and stuff like. Now, in CIG's defense, they do have a mentor program through Spectrum, but you have to know that it's there in order to find it. A lot of people don't realize that there are people standing by in in Spectrum, which will then get you connected to CIG's mentoring Discord, where they will join you in game and teach you and run with you and shit like that.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that exists, and it's not easy to find.
Landing gear raised.
Landing gear raised. Alright, let's see. Chances of me finding Area 18 blind? Pretty damn good.
And please visit again.
Quantum drive is now on.
You have any of the freelancers?
I do not.
No.
I do like them. They're good ships.
Yeah.
And I actually used to own one. That was one of the ones that I upgraded to. And I'm not... Geez, it sounds so arrogant to say that I outgrew them. But
Quantum drive is now on.
Which one did you have?
I had the Max.
Oh, okay.
And it really does sound arrogant to say, oh, I outgrew those. I think I developed a love of bigger ships.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And that's what I'm more comfortable with. Yeah. I like big boats and I cannot lie. You other pilots can't deny. When you see that itty bitty hull. Go ahead, you can say it. You ain't right. Just say it.
I might buy a freelancer in game one day. The Max. If I were to get one, it'd probably be the Max.
The Max is capable in combat. Takes a hell of a beating. You think the Hurricane takes a beating? Good Lord. Take a freaking freelancer Max out and you will get shot up to the point where you have pieces completely missing, and she will still fight and she will still land. You know, good solid ship. Not gonna lie. I can't wait for the one-touch ATC button.
Yeah, I just use my MFDs.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I
Doesn't
don't really
always-
do F11 that much.
Yeah, it doesn't always work, but
Yeah.
I don't even know why I bother tucking my wings in to land this thing in the frickin' hangars. Oops, a little close to the wall. And we're down.
Engines offline.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant...
Yeah, this game extremely overwhelming. If you come in blind, if you don't do research before you actually purchase, or then I don't know, man.
I have a confession to make. When I first pledged for the game and started playing it back in like 2015,
Mm-hmm.
I this is so embarrassing. I had an Aurora, and I took off from Port Olisar, and totally did not know how to fly. I tried. I didn't understand the throttle limiters and everything else, and I friggin' smacked it into one of the velocity rings,
Mm-hmm.
and blew up my ship.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, I thought, damn, that was the fastest I've ever blown $45. I did. I thought it was done. I thought it was gone. I thought it was, now I'm going to have to whore myself out to somebody else to get enough credits to replace that ship. And I didn't play the game for a week. I didn't come back to the game for a week because I thought I was going to have to, grind some stupid non-space mission in order to get enough money to get my ship back.
Little did you know.
Oh, it's so embarrassing. But I came back a week later and I went to the ASOP terminal and it was like, claim. I'm like, oh, crap. I claimed it. I was like, oh, well, geez, I've got that much money. Okay, I get my ship back. Woohoo! Noob. I had so much noob sauce on me, it was like leaving puddles.
Stand
Yeah.
clear.
I mean,
Doors are now closing. Tram now leaving the
But had somebody, helped me in chat, or if I had found something in the forums, or even YouTube channels were not, overly informative at that point. And I can see where people get that impression. And it doesn't help that people in chat, trolls in chat, will feed the, oh, well, you blew up your first ship. Oh, you're going to have to go back to the website and buy another one. I've seen that. And that's just mean.
I've never seen that. That's kind of, that's overboard troll right there.
Yeah, that's mean.
Leave me alone.
Now arriving.
Head off to Dumpers and spend 100 grand getting some JS 400s. Excuse me. It's so funny, my wife came out to the office and she was like super quiet, and she poked her head around the corner and said, "Are you streaming?" I went, "Well, yeah, I am." She said, "Okay, well, I'll leave." No, honey, what you need? I muted my microphone and everything else. It's refreshing to have a spouse that, understands the gaming mentality, because she's a gamer too. Right? And she's not a big fan of the first-person shooter games and, the really in-depth ones, but she has played some MMOs, and I've tried to get her involved in others, and she hasn't really liked them. So she's very much the casual gamer. She'll find something that she enjoys, and she'll play it, especially with family. But it's just so refreshing that, both her and, she, even when it comes to interacting with my daughter's playing a game, and mom will ask her to do something, and she says, okay. And mom goes, unless you're in the middle of something, are you in the middle of a fight or something? She's like, yeah, mom. Okay, well, when you get done, we understand you can't pause an online game.
Yeah.
So, and Yancy, when she's playing and she's, in Discord with her friends or something, and it's her friends are always jealous of the fact that we don't. You need to stop that game right now. Just pause it and go take care of your, take the garbage out or something like that. Her friends are like, your parents are so cool. JS 400s. 106,000 credits. Ouch.
Hey, think of it this way. I spent $430K on a Durango, so.
Yeah.
For the 600.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if they've got the FR76s here. Got the FR86s. That doesn't help me. The FR76s. How many bets are at center mass? What do you think?
Probably.
Cousin Crows, Dumpers at Grimhex, or Platinum Bay at Crew L1. Ugh. The quantum that I've got in it right now. Don't tell me I've got a Jaeger in there. I've got a Jaeger in there? Do I have a Jaeger in there? I don't know. I don't know. Select ship. Harbinger. Quantum drive. Nope. I've got a crossfield in there. Okay. I haven't taken total leave of my senses. So let's see. Power plant. Put the Quadricell is a size 2 military. Why didn't that come up in the list? Oh dear. I may have spent money on something I didn't need to spend money on. So right now it's got the turbo drive. Oh no, those are the power plants. But the quadricells, that's what I was looking at. Quadricells are quadricells are one step lower than the JS400. Slightly faster power request time, but same power specs, and the JS400 has slightly more HP. Oh well, at least I've got some quadricells for the other ship. Save those. I need to get the FR76s. I got the permafrosts in there. Crossfield for the jump drive. I have the GVSRs and the EVSDs, which I'm really liking. You know, surprisingly able to shut down. I mean, it shut down the frickin' Hammerhead, which was really, really impressive. And it did not hurt my feelings when he crashed into the planet. So, where to go? For the FR76s, honestly, Crimhex probably makes the most sense. Just because it's easier to get, well, I don't know. Royal 1's not that hard to get in and out of. Less chance of getting shot at, too. Somebody had a video where they jump off of the bridge there and land on top of the Skyway and rode it all the way back to the spaceport. People get bored. They do silly things. It's funny. You want to do one of those I remember when stories?
What's that?
There was a patch where, you know, the holographic soda display in Area 18, Fizz?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a time where you would run through that and it would kill you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
You know, there was a patch where there were invisible kill zones in Area 18 where if you were just running along and all of a sudden, dead. And the Fizz area was one of them.
I didn't tell you that time I died while running up the ramp on my MSR.
That doesn't surprise me. There's all sorts of weird random things that'll kill you. Like I was running through Area 18 in a hospital gown trying to get to Cubby Blast to get some new armor and everything, and I slipped. I was laying on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, and it gave me the time to die and everything else. I'm like, I'm dying in Area 18 in a hospital gown because I slipped in a puddle.
Must have been a hard fall though.
Yeah, well, and what's funny is it magically stood me back up and I was fine and kept going. I'm like, eh? So I came up with a recipe for gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, which my wife absolutely enjoys.
Very
But
nice.
she's also told me to not make them very often because she's trying to lose weight. So she loves them, but holds me responsible for her gaining weight because I cook too well. That definitely falls into the category of can't win for losing, right?
Yeah.
All right, I love her. So I will cook some more chocolate chip cookies once a week. I will do them.
Get out of my face, Warden. Die. You know, during that like Fleet Week, like the free to play for new players,
Oh yeah.
that's like the time when everyone's like, my buddy's about to get the game. It's time to open up chat and look for new players so I can show them off my fleet of
Now
ships.
arriving.
Yeah, it's the best time to be an ambassador. It is. And that's really what we need to be. We need to.
Now leaving the station.
I wish there was a way we could get rid of the toxic portion of the community, but we really need to be ambassadors for people who are looking at joining the game. It just hurts me to see people who are doing their best to try and I don't know if they're trying to make it fail or if they. I think it's because they feel like they aren't. I don't know. It's weird. They think it's bad for whatever reason. They've you know come in their head that it's broken and it's a scam and blah blah blah. And because they don't see it failing as quickly as they think it is, that they need to jump in and try to hurry things along just so they can be proven right. You know, I told you it was a scam because I did everything possible to make sure that everybody else thought it was a scam. See, so, I was right. That logic just... I don't know. Disappointing, I guess. If you honestly feel that the game's a scam, then, sell your ships on the gray market, close your account, and just walk away.
Yeah.
Instead of actively trying to insult, intimidate, spread lies and misrepresentations and everything else, so that you think that you're hurrying it along to the inevitable end that you see. It's just... And the more often they fail, the more vitriolic they get. Like, great, you think I'm an idiot, you think I'm wrong, you think that I shouldn't support this game. That's fine. Convince me. Don't insult me.
Yeah.
Don't attack me, because I'm not going to see your point. The more you deride me and denigrate me, I'm just going to think you're an asshole. I get the impression it did not reload. Yeah, it didn't reload my missiles. Let's see if I can restock here. It'll charge me for the restock, but it won't reload my missiles. Well, since I'm planning on going to Grim Hex, I will make sure that my ship is configured the way I want before I get there. funny. They admitted on the stream that the coffee vendor is just a reskinned bartender with different AI, different interaction choices, but also different animations, different target zones, and everything else. I said, well, then why even bring up the bartender? It's another AI that has different, mechanisms in it and is testing out a different component of the game. I think saying it's a reskinned bartender kind of undermines and is rather dismissive of the work that you put into it, or at least the work that the devs have put into it.
Want your company to be in good company?
Alright,
ArcCorp's unique
flagship.
vertically integrated corporate parks offer
Harbinger.
amenities such as resource sharing and logistical
Weapons.
sharing for our rental partners. Inquire today to learn how you can invest in making ArcCorp your new home.
Wow. That went surprisingly well. All I had to do was click one
For the latest travel information,
missile and restock it, and everything filled in.
arrival boards conveniently located throughout the space.
Are we going to believe that that actually worked? Yes. Why? Because we're optimistic. Hangar 3. I ever tell you the joke about the two little kids, the optimist and the pessimist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for visiting ArcCorp, Stanton's capital of commerce.
Oh, Mommy, Daddy, I know there's a pony in here somewhere.
And prosperous stay.
It's funny. We have little taglines that we use around the house just to be goofy. And one of them is blah, right? And my daughter will say blah, and I'll go, but I don't say blah blah blah. But you just did say blah blah blah, only to say that I don't say it. Which is a line that we borrowed from Hotel Transylvania. And they teach the kid to say blah blah blah, and Grandpa goes, but I don't say blah blah blah. But you just said it, Dad. Well, I just said it to say that I don't say it. All right, let's see what we got here.
Aegis combat
Are you kidding me?
systems green. Systems
Remember I told you I loaded one missile in the main category and one missile in the size 5s, and all the rest of them filled in?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they didn't. I have one size 2 and one size 5. I got to go back and specifically load each one for it to actually update the ship. Well, I told you I was, did I honestly believe that that was going to work? No, but I'm optimistic. Well, it seems my optimism was misplaced because it didn't work. Let's go out this way. Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Exactly.
Alright, let's try this dance again.
All of us working together to keep ArcCorp safe and secure. Be vigilant and report possible threats.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
Do you think that my use of the virtual avatar instead of an actual webcam is helping or hurting my channel stats?
I mean, like I tell people, especially when it comes to streaming, man, just
For the latest travel information,
do what you
be
like.
sure
I
to
mean,
check the
people will
budget
come.
arrival
You know what I
boards
mean?
conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
If you feel the use of the avatar is something that you actually like and would rather, then stick with it. Although that really answered your question.
it kind of does. I mean, because my office is a disaster. My background is a testimony between somewhere between OCD and, hoarder. I have so much crap, so many projects in the work and everything else, and it's.
Dude, I ran out of gas
Oh no!
in the middle of the fight.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm dead.
Are you?
Just blow me up. Yeah, I'm letting them blow me up. Oh my god.
How did you run out of gas?
My hydrogen fuel was at 25. Dude, I've been fighting, man.
Well, yeah, but you're supposed to refill. I mean, even if you go to one of the SALs or HTMSs or something,
Yeah.
you freaking land and refuel.
Oh.
Running out of gas at this patch is all your fault. All your fault. I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm not going to forgive you. I'm not going to say, oh, too bad, so sad. No. You screwed up. Okay? Because you have no excuse for running out of gas in this patch. Next patch, I will say yes, you have an excuse in that the consumption rates aren't, we're still not sure of or anything like that. But in this patch, no. I mean, you could like go into upper atmosphere, turn off your engine, and fuel scoop for a little while, and you'd be fine.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
So no, running out of fuel in this patch, I'm going to say, dummy.
Oh well. That was a good fight too. Damn it.
Had you told me you were running out of gas, I'd have come and got you or helped you or something. You know that, right?
Yeah. Every time you die in this game, when it wasn't the game's fault, you just learn from it.
You're like, damn it. Nope. And that's why we have some of these little rituals that we go through before we climb into our ship. Because we've died because we've forgotten to do that. Like I checked to make sure I have my helmet on before I go out onto the pad. Why? Because I've died so many times for not having my helmet on.
Mm-hmm. What do I have?
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh well. I've got 15 missiles and 2. I'm going to have to just clear everything out and reload them because it didn't work properly, but oh well. That's neither here nor there. I'm going to head up to Grimhex and get my FR-76s. No, I'm going to go to Crew 01.
You are clear to launch.
That's right. I'm going to go to Crew 01 for the FR-76s.
Well, time to bring out the 3-shot king. The 600.
I was going to say, what? The Inferno? Really? And Garrett and I were talking about that.
Please visit again.
People complaining about how it was supposedly nerfed, and he says it's not. I mean, it's changed a little, but it's not nerfed. If anything, it's gotten better at its designed mission, which is capital and subcapital ships. I was goofing around at Porto Crusader area, and some guy in a I want to say it was a Mustang, but it might have been one of the other small fighters, medium fighters. And I was in the Retaliator, right? So we started dancing, and he wasn't hitting me. And you could tell it was aggravating him because he was getting more and more aggressive, but he still wasn't hitting me. Or if he did get some hits, by the time he really never did any hull damage. He got my shields down, so I'd change my flight profile, and he would not be able to hit me anymore. And we were coming around after some maneuvering, and I just popped out a freaking torpedo, and he ran into it. And it blew him up, and he was pissed. He was accusing me of cheating in the chat. You know, said that I should, you know, there's no way that a freaking Retaliator should be able to defeat a Mustang, and just really, really angry. And he said that he was gonna report me for cheating and all of this, and I was like, wow.
Did you play the world's smallest violin for him?
No, I'm gonna be honest and say I really freaking egged him on. You know, I made comments about small penis, and you know, if he can't hit the target, how the hell does he have a girlfriend? Because you know, I really antagonized him. I'm not gonna lie, I was an asshole. I said some really, really terrible stuff, and he rage quit. I mean, I even probably said something along the lines of, you know, I'll bet your boyfriend has pock marks in his butt from you missing the hole all the time.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, it was bad. I was bad. I was terrible. I fully expected to get a like a not a community strike, but a 24-hour ban or something for being toxic and insulting and, you know, violating some morality clause or something. Never happened. You know, never happened. But I've since I don't do that as often. I mean, there's still times when somebody will just really get my fire up, and I'll start laying into them. The problem is I tend to use I don't get as graphic. I don't get as vulgar. I tend to take the higher road and use some more intellectual insults. You know, I tell people, you know, I would love to engage in the battle of wits with you, but I choose not to attack an unarmed opponent. You get it?
Yeah.
You know, or it's so nice to see that people are blissfully free of the ravages of intelligence, things like that. And most of the time they don't get the jokes. Other people in chat will get the jokes. They won't get them, and then they'll be just vulgar and toxic and childish, and accuse me of using big flowery words because I'm such an asshole. I'm like, okay. And this is where the engaging in a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent comes in. If you can't even appreciate the insults that I'm throwing at you because I'm using too big of words, then you're really not intellectually able to argue with me.
Right. How long are you gonna be on tonight for?
Well, I'm actually probably going to cut the stream here in about 20 minutes. Go in the house, grab something to eat, and then I'll come back out and play for a couple more hours, but I won't be streaming.
I got you.
I've got a bit of a headache right now, so I'm trying to I'm thinking I may go in and have a couple of shots of salted caramel whiskey to make that go away.
There you go.
It's good stuff. I owe Garrett a bottle of it. I need to send him a bottle of salted caramel whiskey. Maybe 2.
Yeah, because when I clear this bounty, I'm gonna hop off for a bit, then I'll be right back on.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna head to. You know, I set my course for Grim Hex. In reality, I need to set it for Crew 01. Because, I don't know, reasons? Like, it's closer?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just...
Actually, I can take this back to Everest and log out at Everest.
Yeah, that was the medical rescue this afternoon that you know, I took the Carrack, I was in Area 18, I took the Carrack to Porto because, you know, they used a med pen on him after me explaining how to use a med pen in an armistice zone. And then I'm like, well, you know, you're going to have to get him to a med bay in order to get him healed up because that med pen's not going to be permanent. And there aren't any med bays at Porto, so I made the long haul to get the Carrack there, right? And then they're like, oh, yeah, he's at Port Tressler. I'm like, Ruzza, Frezza, Rugga, Frigga, Noobs, Frezza, Frigga, Frezza, You know, I typed this in chat, too. I'm like, Ruzza, Frezza, Rugga, Frecka, Rumble, Grumble, Quantum Fuel, Noobs, Ruzza, Fragga. And then the earlier one, I said, you know, I was so disappointed that he canceled the medical rescue just as I got there. And I'm like, fine. I even brought the Cutlass Red out. Was gonna pick you up in a freaking ambulance with flashy lights and everything else. And dude's like, damn, now I feel bad and I'm the one that's stranded. I'm like, yeah, well, you should feel bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Everest, log out, and probably just grind the group VHRTs.
It's funny that you have the groups and I don't. That really is kind of odd.
Yeah, that is strange. I have the group ERTs too.
I don't have any group missions. Maybe
if you go back to Hurston, the jurisdiction, it should
Proceed to
pop up
assigned
for you.
landing bay.
You think?
Maybe because that's where we killed that hammerhead at.
Right.
If you go to Everest, probably wait like 5 minutes for all the bounties to load in on the contracts. It should pop up.
Oh, we'll see. I'm not overly concerned about it. I mean, it's not like I'm doing it for the money, to be honest.
Yeah.
But landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
There's a couple of things that I really wish that they would bring out. Not the least of which is, especially on the Vanguards here, the capacity to extend my wings or sweep my wings at my choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like the fact that I can't tuck my wings in when I'm doing atmospheric combat to improve my, you know, my top speed, my maneuverability.
Yeah.
The one button call for air traffic control, that's awesome. Not gonna lie. You know, really happy about that. Doesn't even bother me that it's only going to do the nearest ATC. Doesn't bother me. Does not bother me until I think that the problem's going to be if you are within range of an ATC and you're doing a refuel or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see about that. Oh, look at that. I did a refuel and restock at Crew 01 and it gave me my 2 missing missiles. Nice.
Systems.
I guess it wants to do it when it feels like it.
Yeah, well, you know, like children and lizards, they have their own time of doing things. Look at that. I got fish in the aquarium. Ah, nice. You see my stream?
Oh, I gotta switch over. Oh, you showing it now? Yeah.
From Aegis with Love. Right there on the missile rack. You see it? Talon weapon systems. 25, 658. Nah. With love. I wonder if that's random. That's funny. They've been having fun with the tractors hauling off Russian hardware.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the Ukrainian government said any Ukrainian farmers that pick up Russian hardware do not have to declare it on their taxes, do not have to license it, register it, and may do with it as they please as far as disassembly and repurposing for farming. So the farmers are going out, and if it's even looks remotely abandoned, they're hooking up to it and taking it home.
Jesus, man.
Somebody posted a picture. It had a Curse class submarine with a tractor in front of it. I thought that's hilarious. We are living in historical times, Aaron. Historical times.
We definitely are.
And I mean, it started with 9/11. Between all of the crap that we've had to go through as a generation. Amazing. I really am curious. Well, I'm not so much curious as it astonishes me how it has affected my children, because they don't know a world any different. We remember a time when there was some semblance of sanity, but they don't know any different.
Mm-hmm.
The world has been crazy for them since day one. And that's kind of sad.
That's where we are now.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Nice helmet. An interesting helmet. I wonder which one that is. Alright, Platinum Bay, I think, is upstairs. Yep, there it is. I have the feeling I've been here before.
Alright, man. I'm logging out. I'll be back on in a bit.
Alright, brother. Take care. Be safe. Be well.
Oh yeah, man.
Tell your missus that I appreciate the time she lets you spend with me.
Oh, she knows.
Okay.
Alright, man. I'll be back on.
Alright, man.
Alright.
Alright. Alright, so I got the FR-76s on there. And I think that I'm going to log out here. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me on the stream. I hope that you are all safe. I hope that you are happy. And again, if you come to the stream and you have questions, you're always welcome to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you want to join me in game, we'll find something to do, or, you know, I'll help you learn a technique or some game loop. I'm here to help. So take care, be well, have a wonderful evening.